Welcome back to my channel. Starting off a little bit differently today. I'm in my house and I just saw the movie Little Women. I'm a huge fan of Little Women. I grew up reading the book, grew up watching all the different movies, the black and white version, Winona Ryder version, and now of course the latest version. I just love it. I'm feeling in the romantic Little Women mood, and I'm deciding that I need to do styling, dress up, all inspired by Little Women. As you can tell, I was already feeling so many romantic vibes this morning when I got dressed. But this incredible dress is from a brand called Estée. I'll link them below in the video description, and the pants actually. They were sweet enough to send this to me and I love it. And I know that this is not, of course, Little Women, but it's just that idea of the inspiration of romance, and because of the ruffles and kind of the sweetness of this dress, it just totally put me in the Little Women mood. And I'm so excited to do even more Little Women dressing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take you guys through a whole styling process. I'm gonna take you in my closet. We're gonna pull pieces all Little Women inspired, and then I'm gonna dress up all the different sisters. It's going to be so much fun. So my romantic ponderings are inspiring today's video. I'm gonna start pulling out anything that feels like the magic of Little Women. This is how I approach styling. Instead of just trying to pull out a specific outfit, get all of your pieces. They might not even make sense, but just start pulling them. So I'm gonna do that in my closet. Anything that feels like Little Women. So I've got a leather vest. This is a great option. Okay, for sure any white blouse that feels like Victorian will come onto my rack. I've got two incredible pieces from Cezanne that will be magical for that. I also recently thrifted this one. This will be great. Pilgrim collar, yes please. This is a puff sleeve wonder of a blouse. Thinking of Amy or even Beth with a little bit more of a softer romantic look. Both of these pieces that are whimsical and flouncy and ruffly. Got a lot of those prairie tops. I like to categorize my closet into kind of stories in a way, and so that was in my prairie top story. Now I'm thinking a little bit of the more prim or even 1970s secretary, those type of styles. So I'm gonna grab this polka dot one. Also this one is perfect. Oh yeah, this one too. This is more prairie tops over here. This is a great vintage piece that I picked up recently. So I think I got all the blouses that tell the story. Definitely Little Women, they're wearing skirts and floor length skirts in a lot of the looks. I'm not trying to achieve costume Little Women. I'm just trying to be inspired by it. For pants, still I'm going to think in terms of the era, feel a little bit like that period. It might be the color or the texture. I think these cream colored flouncy corduroys would be perfect. But I have these quilted kind of jogger style pants. One thing I loved that they did in the recent movie is they really tried to tell a modern story with the clothes, but still kept it period. And one in particular was Jo. She always talked about how she wishes she was a boy. So they really pulled in some masculine elements to her look. These pants could totally be that time period of a man wearing a trouser with a waistcoat and jacket. Like this could be a modern day Jo. These are very similar to the plaid pants as well. Also gonna grab these blush pink pants. Feel romantic. So now comes the fun part, dresses, of course. This is what they were wearing all the time, and I love collecting prairie dresses, so I feel like I actually have a lot of dresses that totally work. This one in particular is this gingham. This is probably, I think this might have been a costume that somebody made for like a play. Also in a very similar look. This is my ultimate prairie dress. I absolutely love this. You guys have probably seen me wear this in multiple ways. Definitely think this kind of reminds me of the jacket that Jo wears when she writes. I have this skirt, which is just patches of quilt. So perfect for the Little Women look. I'm pulling out two of my skirts. I've got my pleated Pendleton and then my other little pleated number that's a little bit shorter. I'm also gonna grab my cable knit, just creamy sweater. I just feel like this is perfect era for that time. And now I need to grab definitely some blazers or jacket. This one is a great option. This is actually an equestrian jacket. So I love this because it's more tailored, and I feel like this could work really well. And to just have some options of more classic pieces, I'm gonna just grab my very basic black blazer to have that option. And then I also pulled out my black quilted coat. Could work as well. So I even like that pilgrim top with this could be fun too. Few shoe options are definitely more boot focused. So I have my AS98s. These are so perfect. Also my classic Doc Martens. I feel like my other AS98 boots are a great option because I feel like we can take some of those prairie dresses that are more prim and toughen them up with like some black chunky boots. And then these actually feel really perfect as well because they're that tall skinny boot, which I feel like a lot of the women's boots back then were lace up and they were a little bit higher on the ankle. So it's teasing on the trend, but it's still modern for now. My Taylor & Thomas yellow little loafers and my golden Doc Martens. Okay, so basically I've created a dress up closet right here. I do feel like a little bit of a 4-year-old with a dress up closet right now. I also have mixed in here a few of the finds from when I went thrifting with CAURIE. So if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it because I definitely had Little Women in mind as I shopped. And I sprinkled in some accessories. What I'm gonna do now is just start the whole styling process right here with you guys. I'm gonna start pulling looks together and then put them on and we're gonna start to create some magic together. I want to channel a little bit of the Jo magic. So taking the idea of adding in some masculinity, I am drawn to styling up these pants. Love the idea of kind of creating a masculine look with this story. And then I kind of like the idea of taking this prairie top, balancing the feminine prairie style of the time with a little bit of the masculinity. So pulling these two pieces together. I am already loving this so much with the prairie top and the trouser pants on the bottom. I'm Jo March right now, and honestly you guys, when I was a kid in my imaginary world, I'd rename myself and my name was always Jo because I love Jo. I'm putting on my Lulu Frost necklace. I feel like they would wear something like this, just like a little bit of something to signify who I am, to personalize the outfit. I also added really great little brown belt, and it also feels classic and simple and not too fussy. I'm not playing with gaudy goldness right now. And then I'm going to add just one little element of the neck scarf. I am going to put this here around my neck, tie it up. I feel like Jo just always had little elements about her style, personalized, and there was whimsy and romance to everything that she did. And next I'm gonna add my Taylor & Thomas yellow shoes. I love how the yellow pulls out the yellow in the blouse. Even with the socks, I feel like they work perfectly. Little pop there at the bottom, and they're so cute. For a final touch, I'm kind of channeling that scene where they go down to the beach and Jo has on a big straw hat. So I'm going to add just a big straw hat to my look, which I just feel like is the final touch. Little Women magic. I love this look so much. Now I'm going to style up another look. This time I'm thinking I might channel a little bit of the Amy magic, feminine, lighter colors. I even think of like the Paris influence of when she traveled. That's kind of where I'm starting. So first thing that is popping into my head. So I'm thinking of starting with this just really beautiful pinstripe blousey shirt that you might remember I got in my video when I thrifted with CAURIE. And I totally was thinking about Amy when I bought it. And then I'm actually really interested in maybe playing with this incredible sweater vest that I found when I was thrifting again with CAURIE. Oh, it's just such a cool piece, kind of homemade feeling. It's got light colors in it. Next, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with these really creamy corduroy. They're very billowy and balloony, so they kind of have this feeling of femininity because of the shape of them. So I like the idea of combining all of these pieces together. So this is where I'm going to start, and I'm already loving it. I've got on the big billowy pinstripe shirt, which I love. The detail of the blouse right here is what just to me makes it so dreamy. And I love the balloon shape of these cream corduroy pants. They feel feminine because they're so balloony. It just adds some drama to the look. And then next I added these incredible cowboy boots. To me, these even have a femininity to them because you can see there's hearts in the leather of the boot, and so I feel like it just adds some Amy magic to the look, and I just love it within the prairie trend, and it feels, you know, a little bit like I could run around the field, pick wildflowers and put them in my hair. Then I am going to now grab the sweater vest, which just is so much fun. It feels like it was made at home with love and just adds an extra element to the look, which I just think is so much fun. More texture, it adds some color to this, but it totally pulls in blue that's in the shirt and then the cream, of course, that are in the pants. And then I'm gonna do one final thing up on top. The last thing I did was this really fun, this little handkerchief scarf that I tied into my hair. I threw my hair into a messy bun in the back. And I feel like actually this made it all tied together and work because it shows off the collar of the sweater vest and also the collar of the shirt. And there was just a lot going on otherwise, and it just totally feels whimsical and prairie, and oh, I want to go up in the attic and write a play with my sisters. I am now ready to style up a look, and I think I'm channeling Beth. And funny story, I am actually named after Beth from Little Women because my mom loved the story of Little Women, raised me on the black and white version, then I went to the Winona Ryder version, and now I went to the latest version. So I'm a big fan, let's just say it again. Beth has just a sweetness that she approaches life, and she sees it through flowers and music. And so I want to kind of channel a little bit more of a bohemian, softer, romantic look. I am thinking of starting here with this amazing quilted skirt, and then I am thinking that it would be really fun to pair it with this floral top, which you might not think this works together, but there is a joining color in this blouse is kind of this light green, and it is actually down here in the skirt as well. You can see it has this very similar color, which are the joining colors to work with this print mixing. This would have been fun to, of course, throw on with one of my white prairie tops, but then I felt like it went a little too costumey because you're wearing a long quilt skirt. You don't want to feel just like you actually walked out of that time. This is a crop top, which I like because it just kind of adds a little bit of modern to the outfit. I'm going to do these two pieces together, and then we'll start building from there. I am channeling Beth, and I feel so whimsical and romantic, and I see life through hazy pink colored glasses. So I've got a little bit of more of the bohemian look going on. I've got the quilted skirt, and the really great part about this skirt is it actually has this bunching here at the back, which makes it look like I have a petticoat going on, so I love that detail. And then I paired it, like I said, with this blouse, which I love that it's more of a crop because then it kind of, I think, modernizes it. And I like doing the print mixing with this because I think this is what makes it feel like I can wear this today and it feels super relevant instead of feeling like I'm wearing a costume, which when you wear a long maxi skirt like this, you could easily look like you're wearing a costume. And then I decided to pair it with my maroon lace-up boots, which these are the perfect boots for the Little Women look because these are very much what they wore then. And I just love kind of the tough boot with this very feminine, romantic, bohemian look. I wanted to add a little element of interest to the outfit, so I put on this really cute polka dot scarf and did a double knot with it. And I like that it just adds some whimsy to the outfit, something a little more unexpected, and just a little detail that you notice as you're walking along. And the final touch, the very whimsical bohemian touch, is my floral crown. I actually made this from just flowers that I picked up at a thrift store. And one little touch that I did was I did a little tuck there at the back with the floral crown to just add something different, tuck my hair, add a little bit of the tendrils falling out, loosey-goosey. Almost kind of reminds me of maybe what they would have worn when they were at Meg's wedding. Oh my gosh. If I was getting married right now, I think the theme for my bridesmaids would be Little Women. How good would that be? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is just a little bit of that tucked fun hair. Taking off Beth, and I'm gonna put on the final sister, and that is going to be Meg. Meg's style is definitely a lot more simple and classic. I want to create a look that is just like her, just a little more classic and simple, not too fussy. I for sure need to try one of these prairie dresses that I have, and I am thinking that this one is perfect. I love just like the classic colors that are in this with the blue. This feels very practical. Just to add a little bit of styling to it, I think I will add my big chunky cable knit sweater to the look and maybe zhuzh it, play with it, see where we go. So this is where I'm gonna start. So now I have on my Meg look and I am just loving this. I then paired my green, really tight and high ankle boots. I felt like it just gave it more of a modern look to throw those unexpected choices on. I think that's what this is all about, is taking something that might feel prairie or might feel from that period and then throwing it on with unexpected pieces like the boots and animal print on them. So I feel like it just kind of throws a little something extra to the outfit. Then I want to put on the cable knit sweater. Instead of pulling it on all the way, I'm actually going to drape it over my shoulders, but then I'm going to just button it up right here and almost make it like a cape, and just adds something cozy to the look and styles it a little bit more, you know, adds that extra little layer and almost feels like, you know, I've got my cape wrapped around me. Classic, simple, and feminine. Doing more of these for you guys coming in the future months, where I will be taking an icon or a character and then styling up outfits based on those. I love approaching styling through that lens of taking somebody that I've been inspired by, even if it's not a real person, and then interpreting it into the modern day and into the everyday, just like how I like to dress. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. In the comments below, let me know other characters or icons that you would like to see me take on in this video format. I definitely have so many ideas on my own, but I want to hear your ideas as well. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. I have new videos every single Thursday. Always play dress up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!